started out as drawings in the sand on a beach. Henry Royce of Rolls-Royce fame made his first sketch of the Merlin engine, the incredible motor that powered the Spitfire and the Lancaster, in the sand at his local beach. Norman Woodland, though I'd never heard of him either, was in Miami when he revolutionised shopping by drawing the first barcode in the sand. And in 1947, here at Red Wharf Bay in Anglesey, it was the same story for the Land Rover. The sketch was done by a chap called Maurice Wilkes, who was the technical director for Rover cars. At the time, he used an old Bren gun carrier to get around on his farm, until one day he swapped it for his neighbour's old Willys Jeep, and soon thought, hang on, we can make something like this. So he sketched out his creation in the sand, and a first prototype was quickly built over the following few months. Sadly, though, there was a bit of an issue. You see, Maurice thought putting the steering wheel in the middle would mean they could sell it to right and left-hand drive countries without having to re-engineer it. But then they realised that, amongst other things, that was going to make hand signals rather tricky. So it was back to the drawing board. And a mere 10 months after that shaky start, the first Land Rover was born. It came in this green because the only paint Land Rover could lay their hands on was surplus army leftovers they used for Spitfires. The body was aluminium, not for clever engineering reasons, but because steel was in short supply. If ever there was an underdog, it was this. Nobody back then could have predicted what a phenomenon the underdog would turn out to be. The military bought it by the thousand, and it was used by everyone from the medical corps to the SAS. While in civilian life, it was the very definition of versatile. You could have a Land Rover tank, a Land Rover train, a Land Rover conveyor belt, a snowplow, a fire engine, and, rather annoyingly, a Land Rover hover van. If explorers wanted to explore